Greetings. Welcome to the 5-Minute Salute. I'm your host, Hellena Pugh, and today we'll be speaking with Anthony Gantt from Eddie's Rentals. Anthony, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. So I'm so excited to be sharing about your company, Eddie's Rentals. First, tell us about yourself, your veteran experiences.
I served in the Marine Corps for 22 years. I was a enlisted Marine who drove tanks, commanded tanks for about 10. Got my degree in engineering and then converted over to become an officer and did that for the last 12 years of my career. Recently retired in July of 2022, and now I'm here as a veteran with a veteran-owned company helping our service members and government employees.
Excellent. So, what exactly is Eddie's Rentals? What do you do?
At Ease is a platform built to help government employees access civilian resources like vacation rentals, short-term rentals. Today, there are restrictions that prevent government employees from using sites like Airbnb and VRBO whenever they travel for official duty. So whether it's a permanent change of station or temporary duty, they're kind of left with staying in hotels only. So what we're doing is democratizing the space and adding access to that for government employees. And then in the future, we'll build on and add more resources which revolve around real estate, travel, and everything related to government employees who traverse the world every day.
Okay, so with these rentals, are these still rentals that they're doing in a work capacity, or are these things that they're using during their ditty moves? Now, civilians won't know what this conversation is about, but veterans and those who are in the military, they know what it is. So, are these rentals? Are they able to bring their families with it? Which time frame would they be utilizing these
All of
rentals?
the above. They can use it for a PCS, whether they're doing a household good move or a ditty move, like you said, to do it yourself. They can use it going on temporary duty, leave liberty. I know, especially during the Marine Corps birthday, Simplify, that'd be a great opportunity for folks to go out. And yes, they can take their families, they can travel in groups. So if you can think about it from an aviator standpoint, where you have a crew on a C-130 and they all looking to stay somewhere, instead of getting individual hotel rooms, they can all get one house or an apartment or something like that. So at ease is bringing inventory that allows them to use it for every situation, whether it's official or leisure.
Excellent. So, what made you decide to create this company?
What created the company was me not being reimbursed whenever I went and used Airbnb. I lost $1,200 and was a little frustrated with the young Marine who was telling me about the rules and regulations. And I decided to go into the initial path of trying to update the policy and regulation for DoD at large. Then found out it was a governmental regulation or policy that was in place. And instead of fighting against the policy, which makes a lot of sense why they don't allow it, I asked the question which revolved around if there was a platform that existed that could allow this to be open to government employees, would you guys still have the same restrictions? And I was met with an immediate no, which told me there was an opportunity that I could create a company that would allow me to help others.
That's awesome. So, how many rental spaces does Eddie's have today?
Today we have over 10,000 rental spaces, majority of them for vacation travel because that's what the industry revolves around. And we've been working on building our inventory near military bases. As you can see today, I'm in San Diego. I'm actually near the back gate of Camp Pendleton today, where I'm working with short-term rental operators who are in Oceanside and San Diego at large to bring on more of their inventory, since this is a huge city with a huge military presence. For government-approved listings, we have a little bit over 4,000. So a total, like I said, over 10,000 listings today.
That's awesome. So if someone wants to rent a space from Eddie's, first, do they have to be a veteran or a military member in order to rent, or is this open to civilians as well? Who can access the rentals available from Eddie's?
Anyone that is a government employee or can access ID.me. We do have an integration with ID.me to validate the individual. So if you're a service member, whether active reserve or guard, whether you're a veteran, retiree, government employee, police, firemen, so first responders, nurses, and educators are also accessible to our platform.
Okay,
Or can
excellent. So
have.
Anthony, Yeah. One last question for you. Throughout the entire transition that you've done over the last year, almost a year now that you've been a veteran, what are some takeaways that you like to share with other veterans about the transition process?
Some of the takeaways that I've learned and would share with others is one, to slowly reintegrate yourself back into the space. For individuals like us who retired, we've been away from civilian life for a very long time. So it's much different than what we remember it being. And then for those service members who are getting out after 4 or 8 or whatever time frame they may spend, you still want to slowly reintegrate yourself back into things. Understand that you're not going to be working with other veterans in all companies you go to. So there's going to be some learning that has to take place because there's a certain type of lifestyle and the type of individual that we get used to dealing with on a daily basis. And then I guess the last thing I'll say about reintegrating yourself is do more than what's expected of you wherever you go, and you'll be able to excel like you were in the military. And I think that's something that people should take with them. Don't try to do what everyone else is doing. Do what you're used to doing, which is more than everyone else, and you'll be okay from that standpoint.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the Marine Corps way. You know, we have a standard that we leave things better when we leave than when we got there. And I think that's
Hmm.
definitely interesting that you say that because that's a takeaway for us as well. Well, I want to thank you so much for being with us on the 5 Minute Salute. I really appreciate you being here. There's more information and to connect to Eddie's Rentals, you just log on to ZaharaVets. That's ZaharaVets, where this interview is going to be uploaded and you'll be able to connect to Eddie's from there. Anthony, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you taking time out to be with us here today.